Hello. Right, so there's just another kind of subject that I wanted to just briefly talk about. And whenever I start off with that briefly, it tends to go on, and I try not to talk for too long because I think it probably just becomes too much, and people don't want to hear it. So yeah, well, anyway, so I'm thinking about all recent events and big issues and things that have been been there, still there at the moment, and how I particularly feel, how I kind of get to a point where I've kind of heard lots of different ideas, viewpoints, opinions, and and I evaluate that and think about what my own views are and what my own opinions are around whatever that might be. For example, issues such as global warming, Brexit, and the current situation, as I'm calling it, because although it's been described as lots of different things, in my mind, it's the current situation. And so the point of this video is really just to express my thoughts on the fact that you over time, let's take a period of time, there's you kind of gather enough kind of sensory information through experience, personal experience and other people's experiences, to get to a point where I feel that I need to say, right, okay, I'm not going to continue to try to consistently dispute varying different degrees of ideas and opinions and values, not to the point of excess anyway, and by this I then kind of move to a place where I feel that there's a certain acceptance of occurring events, and to kind of manage life accordingly, because there's those there's the basic building blocks, or the basic things that we need, should I say, to feed ourselves, keep ourselves warm, and that kind of thing. So it's kind of a simple approach to life, but also trying to maintain a reasonable quality of life, and being kind of in a state of mind that I certainly remind myself at times of what my blessings are, so what I'm fortunate enough to have, and and able to maintain. So because I feel that predominantly, what's been happening over the last few years is a real kind of successive, number of events that have created a certain kind of atmosphere, if you like. I can only kind of comment on on this country, and you know, so I can't speak of the world, but just certainly, you know, it's almost like we're going from one stepping stone to another. Yeah, I'm also aware of the dimensional aspects to, you know, what is occurring. So from, you know, taking this right out to the universal perspective and what's going on in the universe and the planets and their effect on you know, on us and the planet. And for some people, that's just, you know, that's just not even in their consciousness, or if it is, they're, you know, they don't know a lot about it, and they may not even think it's relevant to what's actually happening now. But I know that myself. I know that to be true, so yeah, I suppose it's arriving at a place where we feel, you know, reasonably settled in our minds, and even if there's unanswered questions, so, you know, things like if this is kind of an intentional event, then obviously if that is the case, there's many more questions to be asked. If it's not, you know, and it's some random event, then there may still be some questions, but they're going to be different. You know, the outcome is different from if this is an intended situation. So in other words, a planned thing. But like I'm saying, it's not, you know, I don't want to keep sort of going on about that, because I don't I don't feel that particularly helps in helping people to sort of come together. You know, it's counterproductive to consistently keep kind of banging on about something. You know, so yeah. But having said all of that, everybody is entitled and should be doing what they feel in their heart to be the right thing. This is moving to a more heart-centered thing, you know, place. This is why it is so difficult for humanity overall, because you know, so much is taken away, or so much is really unresolved in the heart. There is so much that is unresolved. So this whole and I knew this would go on a bit, but apologies for that. But this whole play, if you like, is about matters of the heart as individuals, and also the collective as well. And so you know, but our whole, you know, our whole system, if you like, education and you know, further education, etc., is built on platforms that really don't always allow or give any consideration to matters of the heart, and you know, institutions as well, like law. Anybody that comes up against that in any kind of form of dispute or anything. It's not built. It's not built with empathy. There's no empathy in that. It's not a system that recognizes any empathy or any emotion. And I think that there's an evolutionary process taking place. We're really at the very, 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 very start of transition, of a paradigm shift, which I probably might have even spoken of before. I don't know, but this is like so early that I'm not even sure that I'll even necessarily see the full effects of what is occurring in 2021. We're talking several decades where what will life's going to be different. Life is going to come from a different place. The collapsing. I mean, I've walked around Stroud today and looked at quite a few closed but empty units. The businesses have gone, so what there's something fresh and something new and bright is gonna come from this. A lot of old systems are crumbling. So this is a fact. This is what's happening, and a lot of things are going to change. People, all of us, are going to need to change, and I particularly personally resist necessarily kind of putting everything online as well. There is a place for that, and what I'd like to see, and I've heard there could possibly be, is there's going to be alternative kind of platforms that are set up. So maybe even this platform that I'm talking on at the moment may not even exist if they if they follow certain ways. If they take certain actions, then things are going to come out of this for sure, because that's as the same in nature, as the same in nature as whatever happens in nature. New life comes from that, so and it will be the same for humanity, that through the other side of this there will be lots and lots of new things. There's lots of new things to look forward to. So anyway, I think I've said enough, because I've been talking for about nearly 13 and a half minutes. So but anyway, thank you for watching, and I do appreciate people that take the time to watch and witness whatever it is that I've got to say. So thank you.